All right, hello everyone. I'll just do a quick mic check. But today we are going to discuss three main things: some updates to the school group. I updated two courses inside, so I'm going to go over those. Then we also have some cool updates inside the ad library. And then I'll also show you the exact campaign structure you need for 2026. So we'll get started in a minute. Stay tuned, and if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the live chat on YouTube. All right, so I have some new updates to the school group. Now I'm only rolling out this to the paid school community. So I have updated two courses, the basics and the advanced courses as well. So if we go inside now, I'm using my new setup in all of these videos, the new camera, the new lighting, and then the new microphone as well. So I added some more information as well. Currently in the basic course, we have 7 steps and an extra. First is setting up your business manager, so ad account, connecting Facebook page, connecting payment systems, adding a pixel, everything's inside. Then creating ad copy, designing ads, so it's just a simple design process for Canva. And then also the naming conventions to name your ads. The top KPIs you need to track, so the top metrics, CPMs, CTRs, everything's discussed uh, below as well. If you don't have time to watch the videos, or maybe you are in a setup where you can't listen to the videos, you can just read it as well. I also did a new video which is going to be the column setup. So this is the data that you see in your ad account because the presets are not the best. And then lastly, we have setting up the first campaign. So again, I go over setting up the campaign, naming the campaigns, the targeting that I use, and the campaign structure overall. And then also I have the breakdown here in the text. Also in the classroom, I have updated the advanced strategies. So I updated 4 videos because these four were already made with my new setup, but I did make new videos to finding winning ads, on the partnership ads also, post ID strategy, which I really love, and then also on the ad account structure. Now we also discuss the ad account structure in this video. So I have a quick presentation. Let's start with this one. So for 2026, we have some new updates with the Andromeda rolling out. Everyone's updating the campaign structure, but I think it's really important to not forget the main thing that's going to be: good ads are going to win and bad ads are not going to perform. It's been true for years, and then it's going to be true, especially in the future where we are going to become more creative focused. So if your ads suck, you are never going to really make it. And that if you have good ads, it doesn't matter if you use a one campaign structure or you have 5 different campaigns. But this is the structure that I'm going to be using this year. So we are going to have two main campaigns. We are going to start with a creative and copy testing sales ABO campaign. So what the naming means is we are just doing creative and copy testing inside. Sales is the conversion that we are using inside the campaign. So this can be a lead or engagement campaign. School group is just the destination of your ad. So if you have multiple campaigns, for example, you run ads for your school group, or you also run a lead generation campaign, you already know which one you are looking at. And then the ABO is just the ad set budget optimization. So that means we set the daily ad spend on the ad set level. So inside we are going to have multiple ad sets. For naming the ad sets, I recommend the following naming conventions. So as you see, week 47, that means that was the week where we started that creative testing, or in this case, a copy testing. So we have a copy testing in the US with a broad Advantage Plus audience. So US is obviously the target country. Broad is the interest, so we don't use any interests or customer list. This is broad, everyone can see it. And then Advantage Plus means the audience, and the placements are Advantage Plus. Inside, this is for a medium budget, so inside we are going to have 5 different ads. And then you see all of the ads have the same image. Week 47, image 1, but all the 5 ads have different ad copies. So ad copy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they are going to the landing page. So in the naming convention, I also like to add the landing page. So this can be a product page, a home page, or an about page. And then you are going to see, if you track the correct numbers, that which ad is going to be the winner. The best CPC, the best CTR. Let's say in this example, ad copy number 3 is our winner. So next week we are in week 48. Now we already have a winning copy, so we don't need another copy testing. Instead, it's going to be a creative testing, but nothing else changes. So we are going to keep US, broad, and Advantage Plus audience. And now all the 5 ads have ad copy number 3 because that was our winner. But because it's a creative testing, now we have 5 different images. So we made 5 different images for week 48. And then let's say this week, image 4, ad copy number 3 was the winner. That combination is our winner. So what do we do next week? Now we keep testing in the ABO campaign. Every week, keep testing new ads, iteration of previous winners, or completely new ads also. You can test new ad copies, but just make sure to always add new assets to your campaigns and never pause good performing campaigns. So even when you start the second test, you can keep the ad copy running as long as the CPA, the ROAS, and the CTR is nice. There's no reason to ever pause a good performing ad. But once you have a winning ad, now there are 2 options you can do. You can move the winning ad, for example, this winning combination image 4, ad copy number 3. You can move it to a CBO campaign with post IDs. So the new campaign is going to be named Creative Scaling CBO. Again, US Broad Advantage Plus, but it's only going to have inside the winning ads, previous winning ads. So if next week we also find a winner, we are going to move it to the Creative Scaling campaign. Now this is CBO because we only have 1 ad set inside, and then we want the budget to be spent equally, or let AI decide which ad is going to be the winner. They are going to be competing against each other, but it doesn't matter because the best performer is going to get the most spend. So in this campaign, we are only using post IDs, and then you can see in the naming of the ad, at the end in the brackets, I reflect that it's a post ID, and I actually have the post ID inside the ad name. If you are not sure what post IDs are or what is a CBO, I explain everything inside the paid school community. This is just a quick overview, and I'm also going to make a video specifically on this. Next option, if you have a winning ad and then you want to test different markets, so for example, these are in the US, but you also think your service or your product would be a great match for international EU markets. Now that we have a winning combination, we can also take the winning ad. Still, we can use post IDs, and then we can create an audience testing ABO campaign. So ABO again, we have the ad set level budget optimization. We set the daily budget on the ad set level, and then we are going to name these campaigns, or we are going to name these ad sets, sorry. First, based on the country we are using, because this is an audience testing going to different countries. So this is the first information we want to see. In this example, I have EU and Mexico, and then the rest of the naming is just previous winning ads, broad, Advantage Plus. And then again, I have the post IDs, and as I keep testing more, we can add more ads to the audience testing, and then also to the creative testing. So that's a quick overview of the campaign structure I'm going to use this year. Let me know if you have any feedback on this, or maybe if you think there's another structure. But as I mentioned, you can use one campaign, you can use 5 campaigns. As long as you have good creatives, you are going to crush it. And if not, then you just need to improve your creative game. Next, I'm also going to show you one update for the ad library. I'm also going to make just a short video on this, but you can now spy on your competitors' ads, and you can actually see which ad was a winner and then which ad was an underperformer. So this is the preview of the ad library. Now we can select a location. Let's do all location and all ad category. And let's search for, let's say, Hormozy. He's running ads like crazy. So we can see all of Alex Hormozy's ads, over 300 ads. And then you see he has videos, he has text-based posts, and he also does the same. Every month he has different ads being tested, and then every week he uses a similar layout for his ads. For example, in the last couple of weeks, he's been using this paper layout, like a confidential document. And then some of these ads were working and some of them not really. And how you can see it is you need to search for this tab, this small sign that says low impression count. So that means this ad has impressions less than 1K. So that means the Meta AI thinks this is a not good performing ad, and then it's not going to have enough impressions, so ad spend is not going to go to this ad. It's actually less than 100 impressions, but you see the other ads have good impressions, for example, this carousel ad. So when you are spying on competitors' ads, you can see which ones perform well and then which ones doesn't. So that's a quick new update to the Meta Ad library, and then also the campaign structure I'm going to use, and then we'll also discuss the updates coming to the classroom inside school. So let me know if you have any questions, but today was just a quick call. Next live call is going to be Go High Level updates. I'm going to publish it sometime early next week or later this week, we'll see. And then I also have some new long videos coming to the channel. Going to post around two times per week, and then the first video is coming tomorrow. So stay tuned, and if you have any questions, just make a comment, send a message to the YouTube chat, and otherwise I'll see you next week. Thanks for being here.